Many so-called health experts may tell you to avoid eggs and butter to lower your cholesterol. But high cholesterol isn't the problem. Damaged cholesterol is what the real issue is. After all, your body needs cholesterol for your hormones, brain function, and for the long-term health of your cell membranes. The real heart killers aren't doing this by raising your cholesterol. They're doing it by damaging it and inflaming your arteries. So today, I'm going to share with you the 7 modern foods that contain toxic compounds that turn beneficial cholesterol into arterial poison. Your cholesterol levels matter less than whether these foods are oxidizing and damaging the cholesterol you actually need. To start things off, the first culprit is hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated oils. These laboratory-created fats lurk in packaged cookies, crackers, and margarine. They're literal plastic fats, hydrogen atoms forced into vegetable oils to extend shelf life. The Harvard School of Public Health found that just 2% of calories from trans fats increases heart disease risk by 23%. Your body has no enzyme systems to properly metabolize these synthetic fats, so they disrupt cell membrane function and trigger inflammation pathways. Even zero trans fat labels lie to you. FDA rules allow up to 0.5 grams per serving to be rounded down to 0. Eat many servings, and you're consuming significant amounts of these arterial poisons. Have you checked your pantry lately for these hidden killers? The next item might be sitting in your kitchen right now. That heart-healthy vegetable oil? It's processed with hexane solvents, bleached, deodorized, and contains rancid polyunsaturated fats that oxidize at room temperature. These oils simply didn't exist before 1900. The manufacturing process creates toxic aldehydes and oxidized fatty acids that directly damage your arterial walls. When heated, they produce even more harmful compounds. The Lionheart study showed replacing these industrial oils with natural fats, like olive oil, reduced heart attacks by 70%, far more than any statin drug has ever achieved. These oils hide in salad dressings, mayonnaise, and virtually every restaurant meal. They're more dangerous than butter ever was. What's your go-to cooking oil? The next food combines these oils with another deadly ingredient. French fries, fried chicken, and donuts mix the worst of both worlds. Damaged oils and acrylamide, a carcinogenic compound formed when starchy foods are fried at high temperatures. Commercial fryers reuse oils for days, creating a toxic soup of oxidized fats. These damaged molecules directly attack your LDL particles, transforming them into the small, dense pattern that actually causes arterial plaque. A study in the British Medical Journal found that people consuming fried foods 4 or more times weekly had a 37% higher risk of heart failure compared to those eating them less than once, weekly. The double whammy of reheated industrial oils and acrylamide makes these foods arterial napalm. Yet mainstream advice focuses on cholesterol content, rather than these actual mechanisms of harm. When did you last eat something deep fried? The next food might be part of your weekly grocery list. Conventional bacon, sausage, and deli meats contain sodium nitrites that form nitrosamines, compounds that damage arterial walls and oxidize cholesterol particles. The issue isn't the meat itself. Our ancestors thrived on natural animal foods. The problem is industrial processing. These meats mix damaged fats with preservatives that your liver struggles to detoxify. The Maasai tribe in Africa consumes massive amounts of natural animal fats, yet has virtually no heart disease. The difference? They eat unprocessed meats, without chemical additives. Switching to nitrate-free, pasture-raised meats eliminates these risks while maintaining protein quality. Your arteries can tell the difference between processed and natural foods. Do you know what's in your lunch meat? The next item affects your cholesterol in ways no doctor mentions. White bread, pasta, and breakfast cereals spike insulin, and trigger a cascade of metabolic disruptions that directly damage cholesterol particles. When you consume refined carbs, your liver produces more triglycerides and small, dense LDL, the dangerous pattern linked to heart attacks. Meanwhile, your protective HDL drops. A landmark study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that refined carbs, not saturated fats, correlated with heart disease rates across 158 countries. These foods create the exact lipid pattern that predicts heart attacks: high triglycerides, low HDL, and small dense LDL, all while your doctor focuses only on total cholesterol. How much of your diet comes from refined grains? The next food might surprise you because it's marketed as healthy. When manufacturers remove natural milk fat, they add sugar and thickeners to improve taste and texture. This creates a metabolic disaster. The removed butterfat contains useful nutrients, like vitamin K2, which directs calcium into bones instead of arteries. Meanwhile, the added sugars trigger insulin resistance and inflammation. The Framingham Heart Study found no correlation between full-fat dairy consumption and heart disease. In fact, some studies show protective effects from natural dairy fats. The processing is the problem, not the original food. Your body recognizes and properly metabolizes natural fats that humans have consumed for thousands of years. Are you still buying low-fat yogurt? Wait until you see what's in our final food. This is the perfect storm of heart-damaging ingredients: refined flour, industrial seed oils, trans fats, and high-fructose corn syrup, all in one convenient package. These products create advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, that directly damage arterial walls and oxidize cholesterol particles. They mix every harmful element we've discussed. A study tracking 31,000 people found those consuming the most ultra-processed foods had a 29% higher risk of heart disease, independent of their cholesterol levels. These foods epitomize everything wrong with our modern food supply. They're engineered for addiction, not nutrition, combining flavors and textures that override your body's natural satiety signals. If you found this information helpful, subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based heart health advice that challenges mainstream myths. In the comments, let me know which of these 7 foods surprised you the most, and let me know any topics you'd like us to do a more in-depth research on and make a video about. I'd love to hear about your experiences with breaking free from conventional dietary advice. Thanks for watching, and here's to your heart health.